It's Larvae story time. And what story do we have today? Pan's Tocking idea. It was a cold winter night, and John and Michael just couldn't get to sleep. They climbed onto the bed of their older sister Wendy. "Oh, tell us a story, Wendy," said Michael. "Yes, please, a Peter Pan story," John pleaded. "Certainly," said Wendy. "Have I told you about the time that Peter Pan outsmarted the evil Captain Hook?" "Yes," said Michael eagerly, "but we'd like to hear it again, please." Wendy laughed and began her story. "Well, one night, Captain Hook moored his ship in a secret cove close to the island of Neverland. He and his men rowed ashore quietly, for he was intent on discovering the hiding place of Peter and the Lost Boys. Captain Hook hated Peter Pan because the boy had cut off his hand in a duel and fed it to a large crocodile, and now that crocodile was determined to swallow the rest of him. Luckily for Captain Hook, however, this crocodile had also swallowed a clock, so the pirate would always be alert to the crocodile's presence by the sound of a ticking clock. Fortunately for Peter Pan, Wendy continued, his dear friend Tinker Bell learned of Captain Hook's evil plan ahead of time. She flew to Peter and warned him that the pirate was coming. "Oh," laughed Peter. "Well, we shall be ready for him." He found a clock just like the one the crocodile had swallowed. He whistled up into the tree, and a group of monkey friends appeared. "Here's a new toy for you," Peter shouted, and tossed the clock up to them. "Stay out of sight now," Peter told the monkeys, and then he and the Lost Boys hurried to their hiding places. When Hook came to the clearing, the first thing he heard was the ticking clock. The sound seemed to be coming at him from all sides. The monkeys were having a grand time, tossing the clock back and forth and creeping up behind Hook. Seized with terror, Hook and his men raced to their boats and rowed madly back to their ships. Just then, the darling children's parents came in to check on them. "You're not telling more of those poppycock stories about Peter Pan, are you, Wendy?" her father asked. "Peter Pan is real, father," cried the children. "We know he is." As the parents kissed their children good night, they didn't see that a boy in green was crouching just outside the nursery window. He had been listening to the story, and he would be back again soon. I hope you enjoyed that Larvae story. Please remember to share, like, and to come back tomorrow for another Larvae story. Bzz.